Good morning, kids. Okay, today's video for Scooby Month is going to be me talking about why I like Scooby-Doo. This isn't a sit-down video. This isn't a thing. This is just going to be me giving my opinion of Scooby-Doo if Captain Fuzziness will let me. Apologize for checking, making sure he didn't do something stupid, because I don't want Fuzzy to do something stupid. And yeah, he also has his little tail. There he goes. Now he's purring at me, so that means he's angry or something. Well, he's happy, but he's also kind of like, I don't know. He purrs when he's happy, but he also purrs when he's trying to get my attention. So, I have no idea. Yeah, he's eating me. Okay. Back to the main event. I'm gonna move specifically so Fuzzy won't get me, because he's prone to do that. Hello, Bubby. Hello, Booba. Hello, Booba. Yeah, go check that out. What was that? Okay. Alright, never mind. Yeah, Scooby-Doo. So, this is my, much like I did during Back to Hogwarts Month, this is my Scooby-Doo story. And the reason I wanted to share this is because, well, I don't know, I feel like I should share it. So, it's not as fancy as, like, my interaction as far as involving, like, Harry Potter is, but, So, me and my family like cartoons. My Mama Puzzle Skunk like cartoons more than me and Grandma Puzzle, well, more than Grandma Puzzle Skunk, but me and Mama and Uncle Skunk and stuff, Skunk and everything. I like them too, but this, in the context of the Scooby story, it's just me, Mama, and Grandma Puzzle Skunk. Now, Grandma Puzzle Skunk likes it too, but me and Mama Puzzle Skunk like it a little bit more. So, me, Mama, and Mama Puzzle Skunk like cartoons a lot, and especially myself, because, well, I just love cartoons. So, I grew up watching a lot of classic cartoons, because we used to have, we still technically have Boomerang. When I say we used to have Boomerang, I'm referring to real Boomerang, not this garbage they call Boomerang. I'm sorry, but rerunning episodes of Ben 10 does not make is not Boomerang. Okay, people? I will concede and say you can put Mystery Incorporated on there and be fine. And like Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, that's a new thing, but I will let that go because that's using an old pre-established franchise. So I will let that go. That doesn't count against you. Making a new series with pre-established franchises to go on Boomerang is different than, say, having Ben 10 or like airing, what's it called? Actually, there's a lot of stuff that they've been doing I don't agree with. However, I do like Bunnicula. Side note, HBO Max. Please move Bunnicula to HBO. Warner Brothers, Discovery, whatever. Please move Bunnicula to HBO Max instead of continuously making it a Boomerang exclusive, considering nobody really probably pays for Boomerang anymore. Or at the very least, if you're not going to do that, instead of making Boomerang a separate subscription service, considering they probably don't have things considering what you already have on HBO Max. Either move everything from Boomerang to HBO Max, or make Boomerang a free service that you have to either have access to HBO Max to access, that's separate, but you still use your HBO Max input, or you have to subscribe to it through your cable dish, cable or satellite provider in order to access the service. So if you don't have cable or satellite and don't get it, then yeah, you would pay or HBO Max, then you would pay the extra. But people like me who have HBO Max or subscribe to it via cable shouldn't be having to pay extra. But that's just me. But we're gonna move on because you're not here to hear me talk about that. You're here to hear me talk about Scooby-Doo. So we used to have Boomerang, and I would watch old episodes. And also back then, this was also back when Cartoon. Hold on, Mr. Fuzzy Bread is trying to say something. Hi. Okay. And this was also back when Cartoon Network. Well, okay. So excluding at that one point in time where Cartoon Network. Well, we're not going to go into that. We're not going to talk about that particular portion of Cartoon Network's history because, well, we all know how bad that was. Well, except for Tower Prep. That was actually pretty good. And maybe Unnatural History, but I'm not going to ever make a video about that because that thing in question might be hard to find information on. I mean, not info, but I might talk about Tower Prep at some point. Listen to point. Back when Cartoon Network actually was airing good quality. No, you don't need anything. I'll stop that. Sorry, baby. Sorry, guys. My boy is being stupid. Go lay down. Hold on. Back when Cartoon Network actually aired good quality content, like Dexter's Laboratory and Courage the Cowardly Dog, and, well, yeah, stuff like that. There was other ones, but we're just gonna, like, My Clue and Og, and whatever happened to Robot Joe. Okay, Powerpuff Girls. Real Powerpuff Girls, not that weird, not the weird ass special that looks like they cut it out of pieces of paper. Although in the case of the weird ass special, I'm gonna leave that one alone because Lauren Faust worked on that. No, stop that. Sorry, y'all. You do not need anything, okay? Okay, sorry. Had to shake the bag to get my boo-boo to move. Okay. But yeah. In the case of the weird ass special, I'm leaving it alone because. Okay, hold on, y'all. Oh, still good. In the case of the weird ass special, Lauren Faust worked on that, and if y'all don't know, Lauren worked on the original series, and also she is Craig's wife, so she would know what to do when it comes to Powerpuff Girls. I am referring, of course, to that weird ass quote unquote reboot. Yeah, although they got turned into big giant pigs at one point, I'm gonna let that go. That's actually a good episode. And then the episodes involving Professor's girlfriend who turned into a big giant spider monster when she finds love or is in love or something like that. I like that too. Okay, but that's just because those are the two good episodes, mostly because, oh yeah, those are the good episodes. Now we're going to talk about, okay, so we're going to get back into the actual potatoes of the video, Scooby-Doo. I apologize for not having that be the whole main focus, but I just had to bring these things up to give you context. So they used to air Scooby-Doo, and when I say Scooby-Doo, I'm referring to your original Scooby-Doo, which usually known as the What's New era, because, like, you could say Scooby-Doo as a whole, but there's, like, different versions. Like, there's Scooby-Doo, not What's New. Oh, my God. That's stupid. Where are you? That's dumb. What's New was actually the new thing. But anyways, so, yeah, there's the Where Are You era, which was airing on Cartoon Network back in the day. And hold on, y'all. My son is being ridiculous. Yeah. Okay. So there's the, Where Are You era / New Scooby movies, which they're basically the same series. The only difference is, I guess, celebrity guest stars. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, so there's that. They used to air that a lot, but I used to watch a lot of that back in the day. So I enjoyed it a lot, and I always did love Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo was always one of my favorites because, well, why not? Scooby-Doo is like one of the best Scooby-Doo is one of the best franchises out there. It'll never get old and stale, no matter what you do to it. Yeah, except for the live-action films, but y'all will get to hear that in a separate video. But yeah, Scooby-Doo will never get old and stale, no matter what you do to it, because you can always reinvent it. So, like, the thing that I grew up watching reruns of was also a pup named Scooby-Doo, which was one of my favorites. But, like, you can never, Scooby-Doo could never get old and stale, because, like, example, back in the 80s, I want to say, there was a fear that Scooby was no longer poignant and popular. So what did they do? Add Scrappy-Doo! And, well, y'all know I love me some Scrappy-Doo, so we're going to save that for another video. So there's that. And then, of course, it changes it up to What's New Scooby-Doo, or Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Then What's New Scooby-Doo? And Scooby-Doo and Shaggy get eventually Scooby and Shaggy get a clue, which, okay, that's when they had that weird art style, which is not bad, it's just kind of odd. I like Scooby-Doo and Shaggy get a clue, okay? It's not the greatest adaptation of Scooby-Doo, but it's not the worst adaptation of Scooby-Doo I've seen. That honor goes to Be Cool Scooby-Doo. And I will complain about that later. I will be complaining about that Family Guy cutaway gag style series. Trust me, y'all will get a complaint about that. Because, yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. That might be part of this weekend's video, because that's how bad that series is. Because that means I need to sit down and talk about it. Okay, so there is Scooby-Doo, and then there's like the movies, and like I said, a pup named Scooby-Doo. There's also Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. Okay, so here's the thing about Mystery Incorporated. I loved, Mystery Incorporated. Mama Puzzled Skunk loves Mystery Incorporated. However, well, first of all, it ends a little bit too soon, but, I figured they couldn't do but so much with it, and the ending is good. So that's fine, but, I just don't like the way it ended. I love, not because of the whole Vilma thing. I'm actually glad it ended that way. They're just things that, I don't really. But, yeah, so there's a lot of different stuff going on. So I do like Mystery Incorporated. It's a great version. Yeah, I would have liked to see what happens after the reset, mostly. Actually, okay, people, get on that. If you can't make a whole separate season, which I could understand why, can we please have them come back for like a special on HBO Max where they actually talk about what they've been up to? Oh, and then also, let's see, and there's like a bunch of new movies that I haven't seen yet, and some that I have seen, like Scooby-Doo and the Blue Falcon. Yeah, no, don't watch that. It's terrible. It's not like don't watch terrible, but it's pretty bad. Like, I don't like it. Maybe Scooby-Topia does, but I don't like it. Although, to be fair, see, in the case of that movie, well, no, they should have done it justice better, because, see, the Blue Falcon started because of Scooby-Doo. Because he was designed, because they'd already had a few crossovers with Batman, and they wanted to do something to get people to continue to watch Scooby-Doo. So they added Dino Mud, because Dino Mud is basically Scooby, and it's like it's a thing. If you want if you would like a better history, check out Scooby-Topia's video. He does a much better job explaining that than I just did. Yeah, so there's different Scooby movies. They're really good. The one thing I will say is that Scooby-Doo was just something that I've always loved growing up, and it's always been one of my favorites. Except for live action films, of course. And I love all the old movies. Well, except for Boo Brothers, but I'm gonna get Boo Brothers in my collection because I've grown to love Boo Brothers. So I used to hate the Boo Brothers movie, but now I've kind of gotten to the point where it's likable. Like, I like it. It's not terrible. So yeah, I'm gonna get that in my collection at some point. Let's see what else. Yeah, but I know this was all over the place and more of like a morning ramble, like a random ramble. Y'all are gonna be getting all out of those. But mostly this is like me attempting to. I didn't sit down and plan this because I didn't think to sit down and plan this. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Because like I love Scooby-Doo, and there's like so many things I want to talk about Scooby-Doo, but I'm gonna save some room for the videos, and I should have made this a scripted video, but I didn't feel like it. Okay, but yeah, so I used to watch all the classic Scooby growing up, and it was just the best thing ever, and all the other versions of Scooby, and the one version of Scooby I will say that I don't like. We're not talking about the movies here because that don't count right now. We're just referring to TV. Of course, it's Be Cool, but I also was not a huge fan of. I was also not a massive fan of What's New Scooby Doo. I mean, I'm not anti What's New Scooby Doo because it's actually great. One of my favorites now. But like when it was on, it was just kind of like there. I remember watching the new episodes, but it wasn't really my favorite. Actually, the and I also used to love watching the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. Speaking of which, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo, as well as Scooby Doo and Scrappy Show, are available on Tubi to watch for free. Now, I do not know how long that will last, considering they're also on HBO Max. I don't know where I would watch because, see, I have a bit of a dilemma here because I have access to both. Tubi is completely free. I haven't decided where I'm gonna watch them. Because, okay, so Tubi is completely free with ads. Now, I also have access to HBO Max, and I might watch it there because there's no ads in that situation. And something tells me that might be a good idea because that means I'm using HBO Max, and it's a case of, hey, y'all using it? Yeah, we use it. Okay, good. Well, yeah, it's just like me with the Disney Plus. If others you continue to use it, then I can continue to pay for it. So I might just do that. But yeah, if you do not have HBO Max, and I do not know if Scooby Doo. I do not know how many adaptations of Scooby are available. I know Scooby the 13 Ghosts is available, and I know that I think the Scooby and Scrappy show is. I'm not sure about where are you, but I can get back to you guys on that. Actually, I can get back to you guys on that tomorrow. I'll check that tonight and make a video about that because I want to tell you guys how good Tubi is. Tubi is awesome. It's completely free to use, and you can get good quality content. And if you know what you're doing, you can basically cut your cable bill. And cut your cable cord, cut your cable bill, and actually not to pay for things like Fubo or anything like that. Now, I will say this though. The one thing I will warn you all of is if you do use Tubi, prepare for you still have to have ads, obviously, but prepare for excuse me, prepare to not have the latest stuff. Like you might get a new movie once in a blue moon, but if you don't watch a lot of TV, or if you do watch a lot of TV, but you don't care that it's not the newest thing, you'll be fine with like Tubi and a few others I'm going to show off. I'm going to make that a whole video because I do want to share my free options for watching television that don't involve subscription services. Because there are options out there for people that don't really either watch a lot of TV or don't really, they do, but they don't really care what's on. Like they just want to find random stuff to watch. So I will do that. That will be a video this month as well because I do want to share that. That might actually be tomorrow's video maybe. Well, maybe that'll probably end up being Fridays because I'm probably going to get more random before work video thingies now. So, yeah, so that is my little Scooby-Doo rambly ranty, not rant, it's not a rant, like Scooby-Doo ramble. So my Scooby-Doo themed random ramble. Because I would call it my Scooby-Doo story, but I kind of went off on a tangent in some spots. So, my random Scooby-Doo rambly thingy. So, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.